Oh, I'm no long out the shower, guys. I'm just not long out the shower. I was going to name this stream something else, but I'll wait until you are in. Because maybe it's in poor taste, but I was going to name this stream, even though it's how I feel. Oh no, I've not put the sound down. Even though it's... There we go. There we are. Live chat. There we are. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. I've been getting tore into my knitting. Just want to see what I've got. Ouch, ouch. So far of Sophie's blanket, look. That's Sophie's blanket so far. Carolyn, my beautiful Carolyn, good morning to you. Good morning. What a horrible morning it is, eh? See, since I bought my pool, it's been pants. Pants, I tell you. I got my thing working. Where's the, hold on a minute, where's the doofler? There it is. I got this working again. Or is it broke again? Hold on a minute, is it broke? Oh, it was working, it's telling lies now. Oh, I did have it working, I swear I had it working. I had the bloody thing working and now it's not working again. Oh, for goodness. See. Good morning, good morning. What do you make? Hey, I'm knitting a storm up here. Here, next thing is we'll see Blueberry's knitting shop. It'll be me just sitting here like that. Just running through it. I was about to name this something else, this stream actually. But it's probably in poor taste. But listen, I've no sympathy for the guy. Do any of yous remember Larry Nassar? Larry Nassar was the coach that coached the girls' gymnastics team, and he had done bad things to hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of girls. Can you remember that court case? And he had zero sympathy. He had zero accountability. He was an a-hole on the stand. The judge called him an a-hole, basically. The man was horrific and has ruined the life of hundreds of girls, right, throughout America. This gymnastic coach. Well, he's been bad things have happened to him in prison with sharp objects. Multiple bad things have happened with the sharp objects in the neck, in the back, and in the chest. So I think the guy's in intensive care or something like that. But do you know, I've absolutely no sympathy whatsoever. In fact, I felt good, and I'm a horrible human being probably, but I felt karma has came full circle. This is what this guy needs. As I said, he had no accountability. He'd ruined all these lassies' lives. So see, when I heard that news this morning, I was happy. There you are. I was happy. So I don't know in what kind of shape this guy is, but I'm pretty sure that the families of all the victims will be happy. Yes, Martin, go pick good morning. I'm still messed. I had this bloody thing working, now it's no. Yes, Martin, go pick up something. Can you remember Larry Nassar? That was the gymnastic coach. Or physician, is it a physician that he was? He was the doctor. And to Hannah, that's the way I feel. I feel as if, that's him got his... Larry Nassar, he was the coach of the girls' gymnastics team, the USA gymnastics team. And for years he had been doing bad things to the girls. Oh, that's working now. Hold on a minute. He was doing bad stuff and got caught doing bad stuff to hundreds, and I mean hundreds of girls. He was doing things to, and he got caught, and he got I don't know how many life sentences he got, but the rest of his life anyway inside jail. Well, bad things have happened to him inside prison with sharp objects, and I felt like see my live stream. I almost wrote so happy about Larry. But people would have been saying I was a terrible person. But listen, I've no sympathy for the guy whatsoever. He's ruined the young ladies' lives. So he has. So I don't know the shape of him. And see, this is it. This is it. Sometimes you think that karma. And as Hannah says, justice was served inside. In fact, it's just came back to me. See, during his trial, it was the impact statements, and it was all the girls, brave girls, had come forward to look at him in the eye and and tell the court what he had done and how he had ruined their lives and all the rest of it. And one of the girls' dads had come up to the microphone and he said to the judge, "Judge, can I have 5 minutes with him in a room myself?" And the judge said no. And he went, "Well, 2 minutes, can I have 2 minutes with him?" And the judge said no. And he lunged in the court for Larry Nassar. Security had to pin this father down in the ground. Security had to pin this guy on the ground and everything like that. It was a shame. Oh, see there, it was working. Look, see, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So, oh God, see, this is a bit. What the hell? How's this like this? This is. Look what I'm playing with. Robbie, good morning. Good morning, Robbie. Hold on a minute here, because look, wait a minute. There's somebody trying to message me, and I can't talk to them now. Wait a minute here. Send a wee private message here. Where am I? Oh, there I am. That's what I'm doing. Hold on a second, guys. Hold on a minute. Yeah. It's a... Oh no, I've never heard of that, Hannah. I'll definitely look that up because things like that make me feel happy. When dirty criminals like that get their just desserts. Is it just desserts or just I don't know, just desserts? Have I put these batteries in the wrong way now? Probably. I'm going to be sitting playing with this bloody thing the whole stream into. But there was another case in Scotland that it was a younger guy. Oh, the plus goes down the way. Hold on a minute. Oh, right. It was a young guy. He was only... His name was Aaron. Can't mind his second name now. Oh, Hannah, I need to look that up. Well, this one was a guy called Aaron, right? He was 16. And he stayed in Mammo's favourite place in Scotland too. He stayed in the Isle of Bute, the most gorgeous island in the whole of Scotland, I would say. And the guy, he wanted to unalive somebody, right? Or do really bad things to ladies, if you know what I'm saying. That was his plan. He was wanting to do that for a long time. And unfortunately, that a beautiful wee girl, she was only, what, 6 or something like that, this wee girl. And she came not far from where I stay, actually. In fact, I was in hospital with one of our neighbours. See, when I was in hospital, I was talking to one of our neighbours. Anyway, this wee girl went over for her summer holidays, and this dirty bee, a boy, took her away and done terrible things, and then unalived her in the most scenic place in Scotland. So, and he, again, had no remorse whatsoever. He said he was quite satisfied, is what he'd said that, and I quote that. He was quite satisfied with what he had done. Just evil. See, this is it. Sometimes there's no explanation. It's just evil. And you can tell, see in their eyes, the eyes are the window to your soul. And he went to, I think it was Polmount prison that he's in. And he got attacked in prison, and I remember that day waking up and finding out that news, and we were all happy as Larry. But you know, we would like that to happen every single day. And I'm sorry if people look at me differently, but see, for people that do stuff to children and all that, there should be there's no. Look, this bloody thing. Like, see, sometimes it goes on like this. Hey, look. Anyway, so. I've no sympathy for these kind of people whatsoever. So this Larry NASCAR, he's had things done to him during the night, and I'm pretty sure one was in the neck, one was in the back, and I think his chest as well. He got a few things done. So I'm quite happy with that, and I'm pretty sure all the victims will be happy as well, because he shouldn't. Why do they have these people? And I'm not going to say men. Women as well. Women that do bad things to children and stuff. Why do they have them segregated? They shouldn't have them segregated. They should have them in general population is where they should have them. Why? Why are they protecting these people? Where was the children and stuff like that when they were doing bad stuff? Where was the protection for the kids? So I'm sorry. I'm quite glad this morning when I seen that news about bloody Larry NASCAR. Um, Here's Martin go pink. You can tell with her eye. She's coming down. Good morning. Look at Eileen Warner's. You can tell with her eyes as well. But I don't think that woman was mentally all there. She had a terrible life. I know that a lot of us have terrible lives, right? We don't go out and be like serial unalivers, right? We don't do that. But she had a horrendous life, Eileen Warner's. And I do believe the first guy that she had unalived, I do believe he was doing bad stuff to her that she didn't want done, and she done it, and then she realised how easy it is to do it, and that's how she continued along that path. But she see when you see her interviews. Oh, didn't she do great? Charlize Theron. She played her wonderfully. What an actress she is. She played her absolutely marvellous. Um, but see some of the interviews with Eileen when she was in jail, she was saying things like, they're watching me behind the mirror and they're sending sounds in and they were doing this and they were doing that. You could tell the woman wasn't mentally all there. She wasn't. I think, was she the last lady to get was it the chair she got? I'm not sure. I'll Gerard, good morning to you. Thank you very much for the flower. It's always appreciated. I so Larry NASCAR. That's today's a good day for the victims, because this guy, it was all young lassies too. It was all young lassies between the ages of, I don't even know what his youngest victim was, right? But very, very young girls, and he was and they girls, each one of the 100 girls or so has ruined their life, even their personal life, their private life when they meet a significant other and want to get married and stuff like that. He's ruined their bloody life. So he shouldn't have segregation and all this. So I was happy here. See the man that's done the deed, he's going to be a hero in the prisons. He's going to be getting everybody's commissary. He's just going to go and give it to that man there. He deserves it. I know, he got away with it for so long. A doctor. He got away with it for so long. Now, some of the girls were going in with pains in their legs, and he was giving them a internal examination, basically. And he was saying things like, "Oh, there's a nerve up there that you've got to twang to fix your leg." Now, but people believed him, and he was an Olympic coach as well. And he was like, "Look at me. See this, the people with power and stuff like that abuse their power. It does my not in." And I don't know what's happening in the bloody UK. I don't know what's happening in the UK, because another high profile TV presenter, we've still to find out the person's name, has had a young person been asking for bad pictures and stuff like that. So it's and people are getting protected. They shouldn't be, but the protection should be in the kids. Where's the kids' protection? Hannah, can you not see? I love watching all that kind of stuff. I like to think of myself as a kind of psychologist. Although I'm known, I'm a broke bitch, so I don't get their money. Oh yeah, I've seen all that, the Jimmy Savile one. How did we not see that though? How did we know? How did we not see the Jimmy? How did we listen? See, when I was a wee girl, I wanted to write to Jimmy Savile because I was desperate to go on that show. I'm awfully glad I didn't. He well, and it didn't matter if it was a kid, if it was an adult, if the person was living or not. Jimmy Savile was, and I don't know how we never seen it because he just looks like one of them, didn't he? Just looking at him, you're like, how did we not know? Just looking at that guy, he's creepy AF. He just looked because he mingled with the royalty and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? He mingled with the high fluters, the famous folk and stuff like that. You know, the people, prime ministers, pictures with, was it Maggie Thatcher? He had pictures with and stuff. Shocking, absolutely shocking. And you know, for TV like the BBC and ITV and stuff like that to be protecting these people, it's disgraceful. Where's the protection for the kids? So there you are. So that's going to be one to watch. To see how Larry Nascar's getting on. In fact, let me just do a research because let's see if he's still living. Let's see if he's still. Repeatedly, he's had sharp things repeatedly, at least 10 times. Johnny Rotten, wasn't he amazing? Johnny Rotten knew. Johnny Rotten, no, the Sex Pistols were banned, weren't they, for all channels back in the day because they would swear and stuff like that live. But Johnny Rotten, John Lydon, he called him out years ago. He called him out and says that, you know, things was going on. Him and Jimmy Savile and Gary Glitter were in cahoots with each other. The two of them were in the prowl. So they were. In fact, is it Colleen Nolan? One of the Nolan sisters. Remember one of the Nolan sisters and Jimmy Savile was trying it on me, and she was only like 16 or something. It's like, Poppy, look, she's got the whole couch. I'm about falling out the couch here. This is what happens in my bed. She's got the whole bed. I'm hanging out the bed like that. She's got the whole bed. So the BBC didn't allow Johnny Rotten's comment because they were protecting Savile. Shocking. Absolutely shocking. And everybody, see, the worst thing about, well, no, the worst thing about it, or the worst thing, it was him doing the stuff, but for them to know what was going on and be like, shh, don't say anything to him. We all thought it was weird that he had all these young lassies and stuff like that. But we all thought he was a bit of a weirdo because he had all these young girls and things like. How did nobody say? I hope nowadays people can speak up now and go, hold on, that's not right. There's something fishy about that. Why is this? See, I'm obsessed. See things like this, it triggers the hell out of me. That this thing, right, I should just chuck it out, really, shouldn't I? I bet you're sick looking at it, but I can't put it down because it's... Do you know what it's like a fidget thing? I can't stop bloody playing with... See, I nearly swore, and this isn't an 18 stream. Jenny, my lovely Jenny, good morning, Jenny. How are you? How are you today? So, I had my wee grandson yesterday. He's doing great, so he is. Oh, do you know he was musical yesterday? He was a musical boy. I got Peter years ago. I got him this Casio, right? It's a beauty. I forgot how good it was. It was an expensive one, and it teaches you how to play the piano and stuff like that, right? All the keys light up and things. So we brought that in for the wee fella. So he was plodding away at it like that. He was learning music yesterday. It was music lessons and grannies. It was music and grannies. The pool was great. This. But see, it's it works now. It works now and again. The bloody thing. It kind of, wait a minute, they will take it back, they should put them back in. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't work. Sometimes it wants to work and sometimes it does not. It's like the most crazy thing. Do you know what? I'm needing a new pool light. Obviously, see, look. Right, look. See, it's working now. I'll try and turn it. I'll try and put the lid on. I'll put... I'll put the lid on. See, it's driving me nuts already. I was chucking the bloody thing out. Do you know, I might just open my window and just launch it, because it's like that. It's just launch it and then stand on this a million times. Oh, my Sky's busy these days. She's come undone. Sky's got a love. Sky is living her best life. Sometimes she does come in, but she only comes in to say hello and stuff like that, which we appreciate. But listen, today's the day Rafi Girl's away in to have her baby. Rafi Girl is away in to have her baby today. So all day I'm going to, Laura, good morning, good morning. All day I'm going to be thinking about her and hoping that she's all right and everything like that. She's got a lovely boyfriend, and she's coming over to, he stays in England, so she comes over to England and has some time, and then he goes over to France to stay with her. So she's living her best life as her, Sky. I'm dead proud of her. I'm glad that she's found someone that's so lovely. Laura, it's your 21st birthday today. Well, listen, do you know what happens in my channel when it's your birthday? I sing to you in Marilyn Monroe style. So let me get my Marilyn. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Laura. Happy birthday to you. Boop, boop, be doo, boo. Happy birthday, Laura. I hope it's a wonderful... And 21 again, eh? Oh, to be 21, the key of the door, they say, the key of the door. Listen, I had the key of the door way before that, but listen, 21. To be 21 again, enjoy your birthday and your 21st, because you'll remember it forever. Did you also turn 21? Well, that's what happens, because I love you, and I've always said it was only special people that get my happy birthday Marilyn Monroe style. It used to be just my kids that would get it, but then see, when I come on here and fell in love with all of yous get it as well. Yous get the Marilyn Monroe. Well, now yous know how crazy I can be. You know, I've eased you in on the craziness that I am. I've not seen that. I've watched all of Marilyn's actual movies, but I've not seen if there's a new one out. Yeah, it's usually better when I've got my red lipstick on to do my Marilyn and my makeup on. I've no makeup on. I'm just out the shower, so I look like a dog today. But listen, it is what it is. This is me au naturel. I've lost my nose stud. I must have pulled it out when I was drying my face, so I'll need to go and get another nose stud in. Poor Marilyn. I mean, I see Marilyn every day, because I've got her picture out in my hall, and I see her every day. And I say good morning. Listen, I say good morning, Marilyn. And then I go into the kitchen and there's Aquaman standing. Morning, Jason. And then, well, he's known a Saturday, it can get a wee bit heated with me and Jason in the kitchen. It can get a bit steamy in the kitchen, eh? On a Saturday. Listen, it wouldn't be a Saturday if I didn't do all that. It wouldn't be me. It'd be an alien that would have come into my... See, if I stop my shenanigans, I'll have been taken over by an alien, right? See, if I start coming on here and being all prim and proper, you can go, no, that's not her. An alien has infiltrated her. Oh, my favourite movie, Audrey Hepburn as well. Yeah, I love her too. My favourite Marilyn movie, I'm not sure. I love Some Like It Hot, obviously. I'd love Jack Lemmon and Tony Curtis. Pillow Talk. I don't know if I like that one the best. No, 7 Year Itch. That's the one. The 7 Year Itch, I love. The 7 Year Itch is the one that she's got the white dress on. She stands over the vent and her dress goes up in the air. That's the 7 Year Itch. That I've got that one as well. And then Gentlemen Prefer Blondes. I like that one too. But I always feel sad about Marilyn. Sophie Disney, she doesn't get it because I love Marilyn. But listen, see if everybody liked the same things in the world, it'd be an awfully boring place. You know what I mean? See if we all like the same kind of people and all the rest. That's how some people don't like me, and that's just life, isn't it? That's just life. People, you can't have everybody liking you. Oh, the last one she filmed, what a bloody shame. See, by the time our last movies were coming, she could, in fact, see, even in Some Like It Hot, it took forever to shoot that movie because she kept forgetting her lines. So I think she was into, like, the talcum powder, if you know what I mean, something like that. Because they used to push that. I mean, look at Dorothy, the Wizard of Oz. They used to give her stuff to keep her awake during filming. I don't know if Hollywood's changed because you hear a lot of horror stories, don't you? Yeah, Judy Garland. No, she was only a young girl, and they used to give that stuff to keep her wakened and things. So it was rife. It was rife, and I think Marilyn was into all that. But I still don't think she took her own life. I still think she knew too much, and she's obviously said, "Listen, I'm going to tell people," and that was it. That was the worst thing she could have done was to. I mean, she was with the Kennedys, and she was with both brothers apparently, allegedly. Shirley Temple as well, aye. Shirley Temple felt. I always, do you know that didn't sit right with me. To this day, there's actual interviews of Shirley Temple, and she says nothing bad happened to her, right, when she was back in the movies. But see, when you watch some of the movies, it's way terrible. There was one that she's dressed like an adult and stuff like that. That doesn't sit right with me. See, and even some of these pageants where they put the makeup and all that on the wee girls, it doesn't sit right with me. It's just no right. It's like one of the bad people's dreams come true, isn't it? Watching the pageants and stuff. And Shirley Temple, there was a lot of funny things that happened in the movies with her. But she said nothing bad had happened to her. But listen, what was the name of that film? Hold on a minute, I'll find out the name of that film. What was the name of that? What was the name of it? Was it Baby Burlesque or something like that? It was called. It was Baby Burlesque. Baby Burlesque. Now, there should never be a movie named that. They two things should never even. No, I love burlesque shows, right? I love that. But baby and burlesque should never be in the same sentence together. That was very, very questionable. That to me. Did she say that? Yes, Martin Pink. Oh God, see, I hadn't seen that. I always thought that she was all right, but um, that's it's it's a horrible, horrible thing, that. I never done anything like that. My mum and dad didn't let us join clubs. I don't know why. My mum and dad wouldn't let us join any clubs when we were young. I think my brother was in the Boys Brigade, it was called, in Glasgow. The Boys Brigade, and they used to, I don't know what the hell they, I suppose it was like the Boy Scouts in America. The Boys Brigade, my brother was in that. But no, I wasn't allowed. You're not allowed to go to clubs or anything like that. We never had any money anyway. No, all the clubs you needed money for stuff, like supplies and everything. And we were skint. We came from an absolutely skint house, so we weren't allowed anything like that. We weren't. Go and play in your room. That's what we were told. Oh my God, Hannah. Talking and flirting with the coach is good looking or something like that. My God, their wedding rings came off. Gee whiz. Gee. See, Hannah, sometimes I think I'm pretty bad, but then I hear stories like that and I'm pretty mild. Oh my God. See, I wouldn't even, like, see if I was in the company of Aquaman, I still wouldn't be like fawning over the man and like, oh, let me touch you. I have got a bit of dignity. See, there this bloody thing's working when I do this bit. Look. Oh, jeez. Right, that's an omen. Linda, put the thing down. Put it down. My God. Do you know what? I have watched that Dance Mums. Oh my God. That is craziness, isn't it? With Abby Lee's dance thing. Listen, I've never seen anything like that. Mothers like that. I couldn't mingle with people like that. No, I could not mingle with folk like that. It would end up physical. I couldn't stand that. See, if anybody was slagging my child's doing their dancing their wee heart out, right, and somebody slagged that bit at the game's on. Look, if you heard their Glasgow kiss, now you have. Take that. That wouldn't happen in Glasgow. No. No, you don't talk about people's children. You do not. That is like a rule. You don't talk about kids. You can talk about, oh, you're fat and ugly and all the rest of it, but you don't talk about people's kids. And if you do, it gets physical. That's just what happens. Thank you, Poppy, for letting me have a bit of my couch back. She's lying on the knitting now. She's lying on Sophie's. Listen, I'll say to Sophie, there'll be Jack Russell glitter in your Christmas present again. Merry Christmas. Oh, so listen, I hope yous are having a good day. I mean, I come on and talk about me all the time, but listen, I hope whatever's happening in your life, it's good. I hope yous are having nice vibes and nice things are happening to you. That always makes me feel good when I see like Sky having a good time and Rafi Girl having her baby and stuff like that. Good things, put out good things into the universe and you get nice things back. That's what I believe. So what am I doing tomorrow? Tomorrow's Wednesday already. Look, this is Tuesday. Week's flying. Oh, guess what I'm doing tonight? I'm cat sitting. Yeah. ASMR Tingle Pink. I'll be taking pictures and it'll be on my Facebook. I'm going up to see Flashy tonight, my brother's cat. Oh, and we've had the most great news as well. See, things just come back to me. My brother, how he's got like cancer and stuff like that. Well, the other day he had to go for his scan results. It's kind of same thing as what I did. And like me, he was prepared for the worst. He was thinking the worst. And it's all good. It's all good. See, whatever cancer drug he's taking is working. And the tumours are, I don't know if they've completely went away or they've shrunk, but it's looking really, really good. So he's away his wee holiday the day. Jenny up to her broth. He's gone up to her broth with his wife. So I'm looking after the cat and I'm over the moon. And I said to my mum, I says, maybe this is our luck's going to, twirl round and we're all going to be happy. Maybe this is what's going to happen. But I'm absolutely thrilled, and I know that he'll feel as if he's won the lottery. So that's happening. Yes, my channel. Wait a minute, I'll grab my Facebook. Let me grab my Facebook. There you go, that's my Facebook. I don't put pictures of my grandson up there though, obviously for reasons, because remember the crazy guy last year? Oh. So I'm going to make myself a wee cuppa, that's what I'm going to do. And get on with my knitting, because I've got this to do, and then I've got one for Amanda to do, and then there's this beautiful wool I've seen, right? I'll need to wait until I get some cash. Oh, a crazy stalker guy I had last year. I had to go to the police and everything. It was craziness. There's this beautiful wool in Hobbycraft, I think it's called, and it's called Autumn, and it's like wool, but it's like it's got pink and brown and gold and all the rest of it through it. And I thought that's going to be my blanket. So after I do Sophie's and Amanda's, I'll move on to do one for myself. That'll be my Christmas present to myself. So I'm enjoying doing it. It was she's coming down. I wasn't scared, right? But he threatened to unalive my whole family, including my daughter who was pregnant at the time, And then when the wee fella was born, he was threatening a wee newborn baby and stuff. So the guy was a nut job. So I had to go and report it just in case he turned up at my house and I was going to need to defend my family. I said that to the police. And anyway, I met Officer Bob. Right, Officer Bob. Officer Bobby. He was a good guy. We had the police station in fits of laughter. Oh my God! The whole people in the cells must have been thinking, listen to the police laughing with the lasses. No, I knew him. I did know him, and he knew where I stayed and stuff. That's why it was even worse. So I've got to be careful what I put out into the universe, because there's crazy people out there. And it was all because I didn't want to be romantically involved. And I'd to go into the police, I'd just put the cards on the table. Listen, this is what happens on a Saturday afternoon in my house. I did, and I said that. I said, and do you know the police said, don't come a knocking if the bungalows are rocking. I was like, Officer Bob, you're right. Not as if there's been any action happening in the bungalow, and wishful thinking. Yes, I knew how he looked. I knew everything about him. I knew his address and everything, so all that gets sent to the police, so the police know it all. But I had to cover myself in case I was going to need to defend my family, if you know what I mean. I had to have it on record that I'd already reported this craziness. You'd never think that having a YouTube channel, stuff like this happens, but it does. And it happens quite a lot. I mean, it's not just me. It does happen to people quite a lot on these channels. So that's how I'm very, like when I see kids opening ASMR channels especially. Now ASMR, you're up close and personal with the camera and the people and all the rest of it. And it's just, it doesn't sit with me for a child to be doing ASMR. But that's their parents' thing. But they shouldn't, I wouldn't have my kids on, I'd not have my kids on it. That's how the grandson would never be on my channel or my Facebook. Got to be careful. So anyway, guys, I love you so much, and I will be back tomorrow to see you. I'm going to give you an extra special kiss because I just feel like it today. In fact, I'm going to give you a cuddle, right? Are we ready for an embrace? Right, I love you very much, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, everyone.